went from D2 to D4.
Oh no.
Like, I wasn't tilted or anything. I just kept losing over and over. Like, I just kept getting like AFKs on my team, people who just give up. And then the games where I do carry, it's always like it's like that one video I sent you a while ago where it's like one mistake I made like 20 minutes before ended up costing the game because
Yeah,
like the rest of
any
my team
major
gets picked.
mistakes. Yeah. Yeah, anything that that's the harsh life of solo queue, you know?
Yeah,
You
but
want to have super impact on the game, you need to have like literally zero mistakes. So let's take a look then. So you said you came back after a week, right?
yeah,
Do you
and it
think it's
turns
like
out I
rusty
lost
or
I lost a lot of the habits I had, and then for the past I don't know like a week or so, more than a week, I've just been like playing a lot every day, and I'm pretty sure I'm like back to like the best I've been before. It's just that the the quality of games I'm getting right now is like ridiculous.
I see, I
Like I
see.
just had if you the game before the Mordekaiser one, I
Mm-hmm.
had it was going really well. The 1-2-1 Caitlyn, and then the Trundle. He said all of a sudden he got like a call from work and he had to go. So then like all of our resources it was into the Trundle, and he
That's unlucky, dude.
and it's
That's
just like games like that where it's like, all right, this is just messed up. But yeah.
those games, you know, don't worry about those, you know. It's
Hmm.
just like not much you can do about it. So it's just laning practice at that point, or I don't know, CS practice.
Yeah. But it's like I'm pretty sure yesterday I had like 3 AFKs on my team and then 1 AFK on the enemy team one game because I made him rage quit. But like it's
What the
just
heck?
yeah. I'm pretty sure we killed him like twice at like 4 minutes and then he rage quit. But yeah.
Is this the curse of D5? Feels bad.
Yep. Basically.
What about things you do have control over? What are some things that you've been looking at recently?
So I've been working a lot on map awareness. Like every time I CS, like know what's going on around the map and stuff like that. I feel I've gotten pretty
Mm-hmm.
good, and I'm just trying to look for the next thing to improve.
Okay, okay, okay. And uh, anything you noticed that maybe has been going wrong? I think you sent me that one video where you're like, "What happened here?" And
Hmm.
there were some like two mistakes, and it was like doomed, right?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's just games like that, pretty much. That
Okay, take a look then. Kind of keeping things all together, clean, and like unbeatable package essentially, right?
yeah,
Man, this Morgana is getting done so.
yeah. It was hard.
She has no shield. That's a spicy one.
Yeah,
She started poor, I bet. Not necessarily poor, but sure. I mean, so far his laning phase has just been, we're getting pushed in, everything is fine. We can talk about like E level 3. What do you think?
oh, I did this time just because I was getting pushed in so much. So I just
So what's
thought
the idea?
the idea is it's gonna be hard to like do a lot of trading with Morgana right now. So I just thought it's better to just get the traps level 3 first and then
Oh,
clear. But I obviously didn't need it. Usually
well,
I take Q.
what's wrong with trading?
Uh, I don't know. I was just thinking in my head like Morgana just keeps getting hooked and it's not going too well. But I guess now that we're level 3, we could easily trade with Black Shield.
Well, let's just like trades versus you versus Caitlyn, right? Who wins these? Oh my gosh, she entered.
It depends. If Caitlyn can trap, then she wins.
Uh
Otherwise,
huh.
I should win with 4 shot.
Right. So yeah, that's kind of the idea, right? Q4 shot. There's no real way Caitlyn can really stop you, right? Like I mean, you
Yeah,
play Caitlyn, right? How hard is it to like land some kind of random ability on this Jhin who's gonna fourth shot you? Pretty
yeah,
much
exactly.
impossible, especially if he debates first, right? He just
Yeah,
like pretends to trade and then you start putting traps down. You're like, oh, nice traps, bro, and then he
yeah.
comes back. Yeah, so that's I don't know about W level 3, but it didn't seem like it had a big impact. But
Hmm.
um, You can
You
try
mean,
to
E?
use it to like. Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, E. You can try to like use it to prevent them pushing in, but I find that doesn't really work until you have like an item or something, right?
Yeah, yeah. I almost always take Q level 3 again.
Alright. Then not really a big deal. So far so good. We just punished her when she trolled. Very nice. You can wait for Morgana, I guess. Dude, this Pyke Caitlyn lane is pretty troll, to be honest. I don't know whose idea it was to pick this.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, we can talk about this. What do you think I'm gonna talk about?
Q4 shot.
Sure. What else though? Let's say it's not Jhin specific.
I could have probably gotten a auto or a different ability off before I pressed W.
Well, you thought you don't want to miss the timing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you could have, but it seems unlikely here, right?
Yeah.
I would definitely not risk missing the binding follow up.
Mm-hmm. What else could I do here?
It's not Jhin specific at all. We talk about this all the time, right? Well, maybe not all the time, but
I don't maybe go for Caitlyn here, but
why didn't you? Well, you're like, if you remember, when do we aim to support? What are our rules?
When it's killable, basically, and the ADC can't kill one of us.
Exactly. So I would say, hey, that looks pretty good here, right? This looks like one of those times where you can aim to support.
Yeah.
Otherwise, of course, you could hit Caitlyn and have a fat trade if you couldn't kill a Pyke. That would be great. But here, you're thinking I can kill this Pyke. So why didn't you? What do you think?
Oh, I walked back after reloading.
Well, you don't have shots, so I mean, I don't know what you're supposed to do here if you walk forward.
I could always just keep walking forward, and then if I could actually see him still do the W. Or no, wait, he E'd though. So
yeah, there's pretty much no way, right?
Yeah.
Okay, nothing coming to mind.
Oh, did I heal there? Did I heal there? What the fuck?
Well, you heal because Morgana's dying, right?
Okay. I'm not sure then.
Look, so how much damage is your first shot doing?
133. Okay.
Does that seem normal?
Oh, it's because aftershock is still up.
Right. So yeah. So you see what the problem is now, right?
Gotta love that rune. Yeah.
What do you do here to kill this guy?
You just walk forward a little bit more and wait for aftershock to run out.
Exactly. So you just wait out the aftershock, right? And what happens if you ease away before the aftershock wears off?
Just flash.
Oh yeah, you could do that totally. But let's say you don't want to commit flash. Let's say you're not sure you can kill him. You just use it on Caitlyn, right? No problem. So
yeah.
Just like something to keep in mind is aftershock, right? It's literally always going to be aftershock. Wow, you're gonna flash on this guy. Very nice. It's actually just against these aftershock guys, against all in, they can always proc it, right?
Yeah.
Against these catch supports, they need to land an ability to proc it, right? That's a good way to think about it. Is when you know you can when you need to play around aftershock. What the hell is that Morgana doing? It's kind of awkward. You should have stayed in your minions probably.
Yeah.
But it's okay. This is kind of a little too hard, right? Fine. You can even do something like get the minion low and Q bounce, something like that.
Yeah.
But I think Pyke is kind of running you down too. So don't this is not something I would worry about, right? What do you think? Is this something you'd worry about?
No, this is not really.
That's fine, right? I think it was worth. Killing is totally worth. For sure. Keep going. Let's keep going here. Kind of hard to see the map, but everything seems to be warded. Wow, these bindings are questionable at best, right?
Yeah, D4 bindings.
You're hitting this tower, Monka S.
Oh, it's because she had black
So...
shield. Yeah, she had black shield, so I was like, oh, I'm fine.
Okay, well, if you think you're fine, totally, that's fine. I was just worried that she has no binding, so it's kind of hard for you guys to figure something out there.
This ult was kind of questionable.
Yeah. Probably just because it's going to get blocked, right?
Yeah.
So... I would say good try, but Pyke is just gonna heal it up, right? So it's like, maybe we should just hold on to it, right?
Yeah.
Like, what's the standard pattern for Jhin when you ulti to kill people? Like, how does it happen 2v2 in lane?
They have to be low.
Yeah, both of them, right?
Yeah.
So like Caitlyn taking this much damage, that's pretty good, but Pyke also has to be equally low, right? And then you can say this is good. Otherwise, it's probably just not gonna be good on average, right?
Yeah.
Feels bad. The W. This is you need a run.
Yeah.
Hopefully you don't get hit here. Nice. Okay, kill the Amumu, right?
Oh yeah, this is bad targeting.
Oh, we gotta
I kind of
run.
just like go for everyone.
Ah, the W, right?
Yeah,
So if there's like a, a common theme we're seeing in mechanics, it's what's going on with the W.
just kind of wasting it on a target we're not going for.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you even hit him, but it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
Versus this guy, if we hit him at the last second, maybe we can prevent him from getting away and finishing him off or something like that, right? But it's always like a good habit to have, right? Is holding on to it until it's juicy, especially since it got buffed. Is this post buff?
Yeah, this is post buff.
Yeah, it got insanely buffed. Root duration, CC duration increase. That's crazy,
Yeah.
Oh, nice try there. Good try. Oh, let's watch this. Oh my god, how did that hit? Are you serious?
Yeah, no, that was crazy.
Wait, that was bullshit, yo. I mean, okay, maybe not bullshit, but that was insane. What the heck? Yeah, you can't get this guy. You just push, right?
Yeah.
For sure. Okay, let's watch this.
Oh,
so far, game has been totally fine, right?
Yep.
We're pretty happy with the way this is going so far.
This is kind of monk ass.
Nice try. Oh my god, executed. Alright, you don't want to keep going. You want to you just want to back off now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this is kind of troll. Uh-oh. Kalen's back already. Okay, so we can kind of talk about this. What do you think?
Well, was my W up before I ulted? Or did it?
No, it was not. It was not.
Okay. Well, my ulti is kind of pointed too far down. Like I could have pointed it up more. So he has
I mean, that's true, but he didn't really run out of range, right?
He was just using the same dodge pattern every time. I didn't really, and I wasn't being patient either with like reading his movement. I just kind of went for him.
Yeah. So, is there anything you would like to change or not really?
Not really. Usually, my Jhin ults are pretty good.
Yeah, then this is fine, right? If I had a concern, it's like, oh, we're kind of like trying to stay after we missed. You don't flash for that, by the way. Good. Woo! Never flash. After I tried that once, Pyke is just he has a million health within the half second. You don't see him,
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, nice. Okay, we can just walk away here. You can put a trap on that. On that teleport, by the way. Is this a Garen? Whoa, that Garen skin is sick.
I know, it's so sick.
Holy fuck. Alright, sure. So far, so good. No problem so far. So I guess laning has been pretty clean, huh?
Yeah. Most of the time, I'll get away with a lead in laning phase.
Nice. Well, this game looks like it's going well for sure. Why do we go mid here? Hold up. What's going on here?
Oh, they're just all fighting mid, so I was like, oh, I thought I could maybe ult, but I was kind of late.
Oh no, you just get nothing here. Feels bad.
Yeah.
So, what do you think?
I kind of wanted. Oh, I think I went mid because I wanted the Quinn to go bot because she could actually fight the Garen. If I auto the Garen, it's gonna do like 0 damage.
Well, what's our goal? I guess still, like if we were to go bot, we're not really trying to fight him. I guess, right?
Yeah, I know.
What are we trying to do?
We're just trying to not let him push, basically.
Yeah, we're just trying to pick up all the minions, right? Yeah. So you see how it's like, oh, we both kind of know when you go here, it's unlikely that you can get something. It's inconsistent, even though so many people are low. They are just gonna walk away, and it's like, oh, what are you supposed to do here, right? Even if you ulti here, what are the chances you can hit these guys?
Yeah, it's like
there's omega dodging. Yeah. It's like I don't know, it's too hard. But if you go bot, we're guaranteed to make money / farm, and I don't think he can dive you, right? There's no way.
Yeah.
That's kind of like a point of consistency, right? Is what are we supposed to be doing? And if let's say Brand was dead, why is going mid make sense?
Because
somehow Brand magically died here.
Yeah, so someone could catch the wave.
Yeah, exactly. So it's very much like resource management / sharing, right? So if you think this is like there was a good chance you could come help and it didn't happen, you kind of want to figure out why was your reasoning wrong, right? And does that reasoning make sense as like a rule of thumb? So like, oh, there's a fight going on, you start running as the fight is going on from bot, and you took the long way around, and the fight's already over on average by the time you get here, right? So I was like, oh, okay, you can make a rule that like, hey, you can't get here in time. You can't get here in time because maybe the fight's too fast, or there's nothing to do after the fight is over, or whatever, right? Whereas if you stay bot, you can totally get something. So let's just maybe it won't have a big impact, to be honest. Depending on I think probably at this level it's just still all fighting, right? So maybe it's not gonna be too important. I mean, you're pretty strong, so
yeah.
This is kind of Monka S. Okay, good. As long as we're safe, it's not Monka S. Oh my god, the Baron is up. No, you almost died, dude. Holy shit. Did you see that? This bandage almost fucked you.
Oh wow. Okay. That
was kind of spooky, dude. They just press all their abilities on you and Garen ultis.
Yeah. That would have been pretty doomed, actually.
Oh, this is pretty free now. Let's go. You can you don't flash for that. That was good. No need to waste your time going for something like that. Sure. Trying to get this pike. Okay, very nice. That was pretty good, except kind of a little dangerous here, right?
Yeah.
What do you think? Back it up here. This pike.
Oh, right there. Mordekaiser, he ultied like right after he used the whatever that ability is, his Q. So I think even if I did get hooked, I wouldn't have been in like a terrible situation.
You don't think this Garen can kill you?
No, because if Garen, then Mordekaiser, if Mordekaiser ults one of them, I'd survive because I have both sums up still.
Okay, that's fair. Well, I would definitely not depend on Mordekaiser ulting, but if you think if you thought that in the moment, that's totally fine, right?
Yeah. If
that's like your plan, you're like, oh, there's no way Mordekaiser doesn't use ulti. That sounds reasonable to me. So
yeah.
Sure. Let's keep going then. This is the classic mid game could have problems. Oh my god, he's trolling. Nice. Very nice. Easy debate, right?
Yeah, that was
what the hell? Okay. So far this game has been, not bad at all, right?
Yeah.
No major disasters. Everything is kind of going according to plan. So we definitely have carry potential in this game. Because we've been kept it pretty clean. There's like build stuff you want to talk about. What do you think?
Not sure. Can you repeat that again?
If there's like, why do you do no damage to this Garen, I guess?
I don't have any armor pen. I think I build Lord Doms like right after, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, he has like one armor item, right? So
yeah.
We don't necessarily need armor pen yet.
Not sure then.
Why is everyone going like IE Essence Reaver on like Caitlyn and shit? What do you think?
Because it deals damage to tanks.
Yeah, these Zeo items suck, right?
Yeah.
So if you have problems dealing damage, that was a 6 snipe. Holy shit! You got him this time.
Yeah.
You can't dodge you. Yeah. If you have problems, dealing damage, or it feels like your gold is inefficient, you can always consider AD stacking. Right.
Yeah.
Infinity Edge, Essence Reaver. Dude, like the Jhin build was literally just build Infinity Edges, right? Yeah, before Essence Reaver was buffed. Like that. This is why, right? Like look at this. You're like, okay, you have like really good move speed and everything, but like, for someone who's been super strong this whole game, it's like, oh, that's seems too average, right?
Okay.
So
I've never really tried Infinity Edge Essence Reaver.
Yeah, you should definitely go Infinity Edge Essence Reaver. I think you'll definitely change your mind about double Zeo. So this is just too much money for not enough impact, right? If you like need to be super safe, I guess this is pretty good, but definitely try it out at least.
Okay.
So like, let me see. Is anyone even going Zeo item? If anything, it would be rapid fire only. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like rapid fire. Some people. This guy's doing double Zeo item after Infinity Edge, but a lot of people are going. What is this shit? Look at this shit.
I
Two
think I
infinity
saw.
edges,
I
dude.
versed a Jhin player like that before. He went like Youmu's and like 2 infinity edges or something, and he just like he was behind all game, and all of a sudden he just started popping off with that build.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
crazy.
This is what you want. You know, I think 280 items is fantastic, and then you can go like your Zeo items or something like that. But
Hmm.
yeah, double Zeo item after I doesn't really sit well with me. But you know, if you think it's better, then go for it. I would just
Okay.
say try out the AD build.
When
Like
do you think?
this game is hella clean.
When
No
should
real
I?
problems.
Yeah. When should I go? Infinity Edge like second instead of Essence Reaver.
No. You always go Infinity Edge first, right? Essence Reaver
I
is no
no.
damage.
I mean a second.
Oh, a second Infinity Edge? I would just go Essence Reaver. I think that even though it's less damage, less AD than an Essence Reaver, I think the Essence, I mean the cooldown is worth, right?
Yeah.
You're like trading like let's see, you're trading 10 damage for 20% cooldown. Yeah,
Yeah. It's
that
pretty
sounds
worth.
pretty good to me. Yeah,
And
yeah. Yeah, and the mana. So that sounds pretty good to me. So that game was really clean. There are like small issues. It was like, you know, going mid, maybe you're not getting anything, or the whole fight where Mumu could bandage you. But I think overall things are good in that game. Oh, if there was also something to look at here that could have a problem in the other game that you showed me, it was this play, right? When you flash forward. In what cases is this not worth?
Because Amumu could get a double kill, and
Well, he basically did get a double kill.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else there.
Let's say it's not a Mumu. What are some potential problematic junglers?
If it's like a Kha'Zix, then it's GG.
Yeah,
Basically.
cause okay, like you know, anything that's not a tank jungler, right?
Yeah.
So this is the thing to worry about: is you trade kills and it's good for your lane, and then Hecarim Olaf or whatever comes in to get a double kill. This is like if there's something you want to avoid, how do you do it? What do you think? So let's back it up.
Okay. Okay. Well, we don't know where Amumu is, and we're pushing up.
Right. What's your strategy? What's your like? What are you trying to do?
Okay, and then this was bad, the aftershock thing.
Sure,
And then
sure.
right here, I decide to walk up and kill her when I don't know where Amumu is, and then I think right
And
there.
by the time he shows up, it's too late, right? So what's the problem?
The problem is we're all inning and using everything for a worth trade, but then it doesn't go too well because we're not questioning what could go wrong
Right, it's
before.
not 2v2, right? So
Hmm.
2v2, this is fantastic, but it's not 2v2, right? So it's like, what's the point of no return? What do you think?
Oh yeah, and then Pike randomly like engages because probably a Mumu's showing up, so I could always
yeah. Now it makes sense, right? Now
yeah.
it's like, why is Pike doing some crazy shit? It's like, oh, you know, it's because the movie's here, I guess. So where's the point of no return out of all this?
I'd say right here.
Right, when we're trying to like run her down or something, like if he shows up, do we have a problem? Maybe we might have a problem, right?
Yeah.
So then the question is, you know, how do we change this? Of course, like, you know, you can make the distinction between tank jungler, we can do something like this, versus, you know, carry jungler, we should not do something like this ever. So how do we kind of make sure we don't fall into this trap? Like, what's the habit to form here?
The habit to form here is to just think about why he's engaging. Like this is pretty sketchy. Like him trying to get away with a 2v2 kill, like in this kind of situation. So it's basically try think about what just think about what the Pike is thinking right now. Like why is he engaging right now? Because
But isn't this like kind of almost too late? By the time you figure it out, are you guys like too far up? Maybe. Like it can be totally too far up sometimes, right? Like have you ever been like he's trying to do something and then you walk up to hit him and then they flash engage on you and it's, you know, you had lost before it already began, right?
Yeah. Okay, so we really don't have a lot of vision, but we just have that one word and try. That's not he could easily just run down the river and kill us too.
I think you mentioned something earlier about your jungler. That would help a lot.
Jungler's topside too, so he can't do anything.
What does that tell you about what am I supposed to do here? What do you think?
Try trade when the wave is closer to our turret.
Wait, you want to trade? Is that what you said?
You trade when it's like closer to our turret, and like try not to fight them this close to theirs.
If you trade close to your turret, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's the next step for them?
This tower dive? I don't know.
Yeah, they're gonna dive, right?
Yeah.
So, what do you want to do here?
I don't know then. I don't know what the right idea is.
So like what do you not want?
I don't want to give a double kill to the Caitlyn.
Okay, Pike. And we figured out that if you trade at their tower, we're getting ganked, and if we trade at our tower, we're getting dove, right?
Yeah.
So what does this tell us? That at least we can figure out to not trade, right?
Yeah.
So not trading can even be like, hey, let's not even use, we don't even want to use spells, right? The whole classic, Morgana throws a bind, the jungle comes out, we're fucked, right? No, you didn't lose any HP, but you lost an important ability, right? So now what do you think? What are we supposed to be doing here?
Just trade and save summoner spells, maybe save flash.
Well, why do you want to trade?
Because like when Pike walked up here, and you know it was a good trade. He almost died, and then I just walk away like that.
Well, let's say, you know, we're going for something like this, and he flashes. You see the problem now?
Yeah.
So what's the problem? We're trading, and then the Amumu is coming out. So 2v2, he flashes, you guys flash. This is fine, right?
Yeah.
But he flashes, you guys flash. Amumu comes out, and he's throwing a hook, right? What's the problem? You know, we don't want to trade at all, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So like, what's the strategy? What's the like strategy in this lane? Because like 2v2, we would like to trade as Jhin versus Caitlyn. We're gonna try and fourth shot her, but that doesn't work if the enemy jungler is here, right?
Strategy here is to look for a catch like in a safe spot, and there's like so much room for Amumu to join the fight.
Wait, say that again.
The strategy here is to basically look for catches and small areas to trade with force shot, and you know, because this is really bad. We're okay. I'm.
But what's the first priority? Yeah, reprioritize, right? Because like
first
the thing you're saying
is to not die.
Yeah, not die to who?
To Caitlyn and Pike, I guess.
Is it to Caitlyn or Pike, or is it to? Which is more important in these examples we're going over? Is it a 2v2 idea, or is it the jungler idea?
It's the jungler idea, because
right, this is the jungler idea, right? So our first priority is we can't give up anything to the jungler, and then the second priority is what?
Second priority is to not die to our laners.
Yeah, 2v2 interaction, right? Don't get caught, and then we can look for our win condition, right? Yeah. The second priority is 2v2, and then the last priority is what, I guess.
The last part is for surviving, or just in general.
Just like after we figure out after we make sure we can't die to the jungler and our 2v2 is fine.
Then we try go for a good trade.
Well, okay, yeah, true. But after we do that too, after we're like looking for our own stuff, we're just like farming basically, right? You can say like, you know, make sure you get minions. So that's like whatever. You can already do that, right? So so the first is, if the first is the jungler is the most important, then what kind of habit can you have here to make sure we're not risking the jungler coming to gank us, but we're doing our 2v2 idea?
The habit is just save our abilities.
Like, let's say, when do you figure out to not interact with them?
When you realize where their jungler is, or when you realize you don't know where their jungler is, and your jungler is on the other side of the map.
Right, exactly. So you can say like, here, what's a good trigger for that check?
A good trigger is...
Here's like a hint. One of them is when your jungler shows up for the enemy team. That's a good one. because the enemy jungler is gonna make a beeline towards you probably.
Oh yeah.
Or he's gonna counter gank. That's a good one. And let's say another one is just it happens all the time in lane, right?
Just when Pyke all of a sudden walks up for no reason trying to hook.
Remember that could be too late, right? By the time you figure that out.
Okay. Brand is bot side. His red buff is spawning too.
Mm-hmm. What's a good map awareness trigger that we always talk about for laning, I guess?
It's just look at the map when last hitting.
Exactly. You look at the map when last hitting, Brand doing something, where's a Mumu? Then you say, hey, I don't want to trade, or I don't want to fight, or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then if they force it, like what this Pyke is doing, then you can hit them, but you still don't want to commit until, you know, we make sure we still can't die to the jungle. Because if a Mumu shows up, we're fine, right?
Mm-hmm.
If Mumu shows up, not only are we still winning, but we can get out.
Yeah.
Right? Hopefully. Maybe Morgana's trolling, but that's not your fault. Right? But when you go in, then we're gonna start having problems, right? Where all of a sudden we can no longer get out. And the difference is that, you know, you kind of, maybe it was like we weren't focused enough on the jungler idea, even though we can kill this guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's something to look at is, you know, how do we make sure that if they have a strong jungler, like literally anyone but like a Mumu Sejuani, right? Then they're gonna carry the game by going somewhere else. Like I had a game where I lost because I gave Lee Sin a double kill and he ended the game like 12-1, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even though I also ended the game 12-1, he literally killed everyone else in the map. So that's like a common problem you'll see, right? Especially this season. Like, look at these junglers. Like, oh my god! Imagine giving Nocturne a double kill early, right? Or like you said, Kha'Zix, or these guys. Okay, maybe not Trundle, right? But, you know, Zid, right? Or Lee Sin, maybe even Poppy. Now that Poppy is buffed, right? All these junglers can kind of Omega carry, to be honest. Right?
Yeah.
That might be something that you want to look at, because I noticed the game you sent me, it was the exact same thing, except that when you died, it was like to a strong jungler, right? Let me see if I can pull it up. This one, right?
It's on. Yeah, this one.
Back it up. It was like a level 2. It was like a level 2 death, and it was to like a ganking jungler or some shit, right? Let me see this. Yeah, is this a disaster or what? Jarvan, right? Yeah. Yo, that Jarvan is actually just gonna go kill everyone, unfortunately. So it's like, oh, that time it was a Mumu, this time it's Jarvan. Of course, it's like level 2 gank, so it's different, right? But it's kind of the same idea, in that the jungler coming to your lane and getting something is gonna be really bad, even if you get something. Like you kill the enemy ADC, that's good for you, but enemy jungler is just going to take over the game, right? Mm-hmm. And you can't take over the game yet, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So you really prefer to not give anything up to the enemy jungler, right? I think is a big an important idea we're seeing here, since I think it's kind of happening a lot, where you're trying to like 2v2, but it's like 2v3. Like the things you're doing are 2v2 good. They're all 2v2 good. Now you need to make sure that it's either 2v3 good, or you don't do it if it's not 2v3 good. If the enemy jungler's here, of course, right?
Yeah, unless we like see him top or something, and then
yeah, exactly. You see him top, or he for some reason he literally can't be there. Like you saw him get executed. I don't know. Then you can go for it, right? But until then, you're gonna have a problem. So we can talk about this. What do you think?
Well, right here. Oh yeah, I was standing still because I thought I had Q up, so I was just spamming it, and I was like, "Why isn't it going off?" But
nice try.
Other than like, if I knew that like Q was on cooldown, I probably could have like EW'd and then got double headshot off.
Sure, right?
It's pretty easy to, like, when I'm autoing her, just kite a little more down, and then the minion isn't in the way, and then EW.
Right. Maybe we could go something like that. What is in terms of like not champion specific stuff though? What do you think about this like section here? Like, in terms of what we're trying to do, like who won this and why?
They won this because Kaisa has more has a bigger ability to shred than I do. And then she's like right in my face, and I decide not to go for her also.
Right. And what's our rule for aiming support?
Aim at supports when they don't have aftershock, and when it's killable, and it's not killable here because my Braum is like 1 HP and I don't deal damage to her.
Right. You can always switch to her. Right.
Uh-huh.
If it's just like, oh, we're just trying to trade now because there's no way to kill Leona and there's no way to kill Kai'Sa. You just do the next best thing, which is damage the ADC. Right?
Yeah.
And we're just dumping a lot of resources into the Leona here, right? This is actually really common where you keep trying to go for them, but it's impossible to finish them off. So what are we trying to do here, right?
Yeah.
But you could hit this guy for sure. Right. So that's something you could take a look at too. Is when your support starts something, you can't actually kill them. So maybe we could switch focus to the ADC, right?
Yeah.
Of course, you could totally put the one trap down because that's a guaranteed follow up. But then after that, we're probably just aiming Kai'Sa the whole time.
I could always like after I trap her too, I could just auto cancel.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, right? But I didn't really want to. We don't have to go that crazy unless you want to play only Caitlyn. Yeah, auto cancel, dude.
I practice Caitlyn like a lot in practice tools, so.
Oh god, you're actually dead here.
To.
Oh my god, they're trolling. Oh my god. All right, this Greg is actually trolling, right?
Yeah.
Watch this. All right, so how do you die here? What do you think?
I die here if Gragas just flashes on me.
Yeah,
I don't know if he has his flash, but
no, he has his flash. Why wouldn't he have his flash, right?
Yeah,
he definitely has his flash. So I don't know. He has E flash. He's gonna. Yeah, there's no way out, right? So what's the problem then?
The problem is I see Greg. Like, can you go back again? Let's start. Oh, I'm trying to punish Leona when she's walking up towards me.
And how do you guys what's it called? How do you keep this clean then? If you're trying to like debate her or punish her or whatever.
You flash like right before, like you could flash while her E is casted onto you, so I'd go like further back or something too.
Right? You can do that, right? That's definitely an option. Although we do know that if you flash and then they gap close, you have a problem, right? But what else can you do? If you were super advanced, you can do what you did here. Why does flashing here work?
Because
you flash over here and just dodge it.
Then they have no way of really getting to me.
Well, can't they just walk away and you lost your flash?
Oh yeah, that's true.
What'd you do here? It's kind of on accident. If you flash, who's it gonna hit?
Oh, it's gonna hit Braum.
Right, so you can do like a debate, but that's like a Leona specific thing, right? And then let's say you just can't beat this, so what should you do? He's just gonna kill you straight up.
Yeah, she just run right here.
Yeah, you can just play safe and let Braum start shit, or let Vi start shit, right? So
yeah,
this is just like
I was just being cocky because Vi was there.
You thought you were fine, and you know, a lot of people think you're fine until you see this, and now you know that if you're not full HP, you're just dying, right? So feels bad. I don't know. If you're not full HP, you're just dying as ADC, right? Look at this. It's like they overkill you by a lot, right?
Yeah.
Gragas E, auto attack Q, like oh my god, you actually die by a lot there. So, but we kind of get away with it, which is okay. We definitely win these. Okay, good. Oh, nice Q. Very nice. So I think we played it well reactionary, right? Like he had flash, right? So
yeah.
But definitely keep note that, you know, now you know you're dying if you're less than full HP.
Yeah.
That's just something to remember. You pretty much can't let them go on you because you actually lose too much health, honestly. Even if they have a failed engage, it's hard for you to come back without getting one shot by like someone who can flash on you or something. So just be careful about debating the engage because usually is not the correct move because you just die or you lose too much HP. So, well, that was ended up being good. I think mechanically speaking, you fought that well. I don't know what this Greg is trying to do, but that never works, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it does work. They can kill Braum. Oh, you're aiming this jungler. That's really good. Hey, you got him. Oh shit, you're dying though.
Yeah, I died though.
Oh no. Okay, let's take a look at this. This actually worked, dude. This is the bullshit of bot lane. This actually worked.
Yeah.
You know? What the hell? It was good to focus the jungler though. That was really good. All right, what do you think?
Okay, right here. Well, it was fine right here because I got out of it, but then I walked back and I basically stunned myself by pressing Q, and then I walked up again after too. Well,
Okay,
Leona
so.
got 6 like as the fight ended too,
Mm-hmm.
so I was kind of unlucky. And I netted the cannon there too, didn't I?
Well, let's say this Braum died no matter what, right? Isn't that already bad for you guys?
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
So what's the main problem? Because this whole, of course you can get away here, right? But
I'm just
even if you get away here, they're zoning you from the tower potentially,
yeah,
right? If
just
Vi
like
doesn't show up, right? So what's the main problem?
I'm not really like I'm
Right
making
here.
the problem kind of worse. Right here,
This is the problem, right? Why is this the problem?
I'm not following up with the support to try kill Kaisa.
That's
I don't
exactly what you're
know.
doing, right?
Yeah,
So why is this the problem?
because it's yep, I'm not thinking like it's a 2v3 situation. I have no idea where
Exactly.
Gregus is.
2v2, this is fantastic, right?
Yeah.
2v3, this is not fantastic.
Yeah.
Right? So it's the same idea as last game, right? Is every time something happens in lane and it's 2v2 good, you're gonna go for it. Because for some reason we don't have the jungler as the first thing in our head to think about, right? So like if we back it up here and you're killing minions and you look at the map here, just back it up here, right? If you killed a minion and you look at the map, what does that tell you?
I have no idea where Gregus is.
All right. So even though this is worded and you think this is safe, now you know that it's Predator or whatever, or they're fast enough, or if there's some kind of all-in going on, they can actually get here in time, right?
And it's Leona, easy engage.
Right. And what happens if you trade?
If I trade, it's
You said trade near your tower. What happens?
Jungler still comes.
Yeah, he's gonna dive you, right? And you can't stop that.
Yeah.
Right? So no matter what, you don't want to trade because then if he comes, then you can survive the 2v3 dive, right? But if you trade and then he shows up on the ward, he doesn't care that you have vision, right? It's already too late for you. So so it's kind of like the things we're doing is it kind of, are you keeping the idea that the jungler is here, right? Are you keeping in mind that the jungler is here? I think that in kind of all the games we've been the last few games I've seen you play in these replays, it's the exact same idea, right? Is that this jungler is coming or it could be here, so what are you going to do about it? And then we play like the jungle doesn't exist, right? Like this, that's like an instinct, like holy shit, 2v2, this is really good. Because even if Leona goes on me, we're going to kill her. And then the enemy jungler shows up and it's like, wait a minute, what happened, right? How did this go wrong? And then it's just like, oh, you had lost before he even showed up is the idea. That's why we were like the whole Pike idea, by the time you see him do that, it's already too late for you. Right? So this is the exact same idea, right? So I'll tell you that, hey, we're not supposed to do anything unless it's 2v3 good. It has to be so good you win 2v3. That's the idea. So this is definitely not it's not 2v3 good enough, right? If I saw this, I'd be like, oh shit, where's Gragas? Like we maybe go down, maybe we take it slow, maybe we can Q follow up, but we walked up super far for these hits, right? And it was just too late. So definitely the main idea we're seeing in these games, I think. Because this is like if there's like the fastest way for a game to derail, it's dying to the enemy jungler, right? yeah. Even if the enemy ADC gets fed, you can still win, right? With your solo laners, just kill them. But if the enemy jungle gets fed, everyone's gonna be upset. So yeah. Oh, 2v2. You guys got all in. It feels bad. Oh my god, it looks so good. But then you can't follow up, so actually ends up being pretty good, right? And Vice here, so we don't care about Gragas. Sure. EQ in the face before you die. Oh, you're dying. Oh, thank God we got away. And Gragas is here, but it's fine. You have no mana, so
we kill. No, I used my biscuit to.
Okay, so you get ulti. Sure. He has no Mobi, so I don't know. This is getting kind of weird, but probably could have saved it, I think. Oh my god, she flashed in place. What the fuck? Very interesting. I mean, we can talk about this TV too, unless you think it's fine.
I I feel like there's a couple mistakes mechanically. I'm not quite sure though. Like I had flash up and I just let every single stun hit me.
Yeah, it's kind of awkward, right? So, what's the idea here?
Idea here is to use our flash. Or what? First of all, it's like we don't know where jungler is, so it's 2v3. And then also I'm just not using flash to finish off Kaisa.
Well, how do you finish off Kaisa?
If I flash to the right, kinda, or like sort
Wait,
of.
didn't we talk about jungle, right? Isn't the jungle gonna be here and you're gonna have a problem again?
Yeah, exactly. So I'm not sure. Just flash backwards.
So
Or
when we see this 2v2 all-in idea, right? If we're winning on the onset, what's the only way we lose?
Only way we lose is if jungler comes.
Is that the only way we lose?
I think so. Yeah.
2v2. Think about 2v2.
2v2 if I get catched out and ADC is able to just run me down basically.
Right. Let's say this is double lift and fucking who's double lift support again? Is it CoJJ?
Yeah.
What if it's these guys? What are they gonna do?
They're gonna go for me right away.
Agreed, right? He's gonna immediately aim you, right? And if you get hit by a stun, what happens next?
I die.
Yeah, this is Kaisa ulti W, right? She's gonna ulti to the side, W you, and one shot. So that's how you lose. They counter engage, right? They're gonna aim you. So when both you guys have to aim the ADC, right? But so what do you have to make sure here?
I have to make sure I'm safe and I like won't get catched before trying to kill the ADC.
Yeah, exactly. That's it, right? Your follow up is mostly brainless, right? So you just have to make sure that you're watching the Leona, and she's gonna E flash on you, actually, right?
Yeah.
So you're gonna have a problem if you don't watch out for something like this. And right here, she just like normally walked up, but that's like something to look out for. Is the some kind of 2v2 ideas that aiming you, right? But thank God, Kaisa's ulti got interrupted, so they couldn't do anything. And she also missed W, I think. Like she W'd at the beginning, right?
Yeah,
so,
that's kind of a waste.
That was interesting. I would not have used W at the beginning for sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely save that until she can use it for burst or something. That was really close. Monka S. If she had flash, I think you died there. But yeah, that's kind of what's going on here. Also, check this out. See what they're doing here? Are they making a mistake that you did earlier?
Yeah, they're just analyzing it as a 2v2 only.
Yeah, exactly. What happens if Vi gets a double kill? Wow, that's worse than Greg is getting a double kill, right?
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude. A fed Vi is like everyone's, not everyone's worst nightmare, but it's pretty bad, right?
Yeah.
So, literally any jungler fucking that has carry potential is gonna be really sad. Dude, even Nunu. We talked about like tank junglers not being that much of a problem, but have you ever had faced against a fed Nunu and can't do any damage to him? Like,
yeah,
that's pretty bad. Yeah, yeah, exactly. So you really can't give up anything to the jungler. Oh, that's what feels bad. So this is a 2v2 problem almost.
Yeah.
You guys would have lost this 2v2, right?
I overextended trying to trade there. Like it's good to try and trade with like get away with one auto attack, but like I walked up too far. Like I think you told me this before about how I should just like quickly put my mouse over them, and if I'm in range to auto, it's good. I walk away, and if I'm not, I just walk away.
Yeah. If you want to go for this like quick poke damage, immediately click and then back out immediately if it doesn't work, right?
Yep.
Go for a max range hit, and then this is a little too far forward, and then you get ulted. So I think you're dying here 2v2. But at the same time, remember, would you even go for that if you thought Gragas is here?
No.
Yeah, definitely not, right? So 2v2 is not good. 2v3 definitely not good. I think they're just ideas of what are you thinking during laning phase. I think is something you might want to start making a habit in the sense of what am I supposed to be doing here based on the enemy jungle, right?
Yeah.
What am I supposed to be doing based on the enemy jungle? So you see this, you're like Vi's in base, Fizz is mid. We're fucking dying here because they're invading red and then they're gonna come bot, right? So I wouldn't even walk up to this wave. I'd be like, yo, I need out, right? I'm gonna Q from max distance because we're hella scared. Sometimes you can't even Q from max distance. So yeah, basically everything we're seeing here is kind of how do we not make something bad happen in lane. And the out of lane stuff, it seemed pretty clean with the Jhin game, except the maybe there was a problem with the movement bandage. But if you had a plan with that, then there's not really a problem, right?
Yeah.
But oh god, now the game is devolving into madness.
Yeah.
Vi is really strong, but she has no ulti anymore. She really went. She thought she was so strong she could kill that Gragas.
Yeah.
Almost. Holy shit! Fucking baited.
A lot of Fed Vi's just like.
Oh my god!
They get way too
trolling. Trolling. All right. Well, sometimes it'd be like that. Probably wasn't the worst result.
Yeah.
But yeah. Bot lane. Think of bot lane as like feeders into the enemy jungler, unless you can get away with like not feeding, and then you can be strong later, right?
Yeah.
You guys just die here. 2v2 all in, right? You guys do not win all in unless you can somehow hit Kai'Sa. Wow, very nice. You guys definitely win this now. Hell yeah. Okay, it's getting a little too close, but you definitely win this.
Yeah.
Monka S. Okay, let's take a look at this. So you see the jungler. So this is why this is a lot better than normal. What do you think? Why did they not just kill you here?
Because wait, did Braum interrupt Kai'Sa ult again? No, Kai'Sa used her W at the start again.
Okay, right. So if you're playing Kai'Sa here, how do you beat this?
You save W when there's stacks on the Caitlyn, and when it's guaranteed to hit also.
Right. So what exactly are you gonna follow up on for Leona from Leona?
She's just gonna follow up with I don't know, a lot of
which Leona ability are you gonna follow up on?
The Q.
Yeah, the Q, right? And specifically, what would you do? The common strat is
ulti to a spot where it's free to W.
Yeah, and then you just kill that, right? So
yeah,
that's the problem here, right? So don't. It's like you're gonna get away with this for now, but make sure that you're kind of aware of this, right?
Yeah.
So we definitely got away with it, but it's only because they're kind of bad. So kind of like the 2v2 is kind of. I think you might be kind of. You're like getting caught by their win condition essentially. I think in the 2v2 or the enemy jungle is coming around. I think these are the main problems we're seeing here in laning phase, right?
Yeah.
So too many kind of shaky things in the laning phase, and we haven't really gone to the mid game because it's at this level it's just too much of a disaster. You can't play the game. Right?
Yeah.
So and if you can't play the game, it's because your team carried the shit out of you, so you could play the game eventually, and then you can carry team fights. But it seems like a lot of it is becoming some kind of safety issue and or enemy jungle, I guess safety issue. Oh, wow. I can't play the game, right?
Yeah, I kind of got tilted off this because I literally just walked into my own death.
Yeah. So you see, like, I promise you, everything kills you. Like, any amount of damage is bad. That's what I want you to think. Because any amount of damage brings you down to zero HP or less than 0 HP, right? Like, you're full HP here, and you essentially got one shot by no abilities, right?
Yeah.
Literally one fucking bomb or 2 bombs and that was it. Right? And even if you had gone away here, it would not be good because you can't turn around and chase them because you have no HP, right? That's what I want you to think is any amount of engage on you is not good. So kind of play to that idea, I guess. That's why I was like that Amumu bandage is gonna kill you because his Q ulti aftershock brings you down to like 40% in Garen ultis, right? So yeah, you gotta be kind of super scared of taking damage, I think, as ADC. Like earlier with the Leona, you're like 60% health, and Leona's level 3. Gragas could have E-flashed you and overkilled you, right? Like it's super stupid. But oh wow, the game is kind of feels bad now, right?
Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah. It's good that it's like pre 15 minutes stuff to focus on because that's like the if you can keep it clean, you just win all your games essentially. Or you win all your games as long as you don't throw. Right?
Yeah, not a lot of games go past 30 minutes now.
Yeah. Like, look at this. Like, there's no real problems with, like, trap follow-up mechanics. You know what to do when you're on, like, the attack, right? We just need to make sure we're not, like, throwing somehow before we get to this point, I think. Let's see what's going on here. here's a good way to treat it. Treat all your solo queue games as you don't care about anything except the first 15 minutes. And if there's a disaster, assume it's a lost cause, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of the way to really be critical about the laning phase. Oh wow, this is free. They're sieging tower, right? Everyone is free. Kill them all. Oh, I try to auto cancel. Oh.
My mouse was right over top.
Oh no! All right, yeah, that's kind of something you have to train is attack move on the ground, right? I did that earlier. I did that earlier too. As I was right clicking them, it doesn't work if you right click them.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
That was good though. That was really well played. They were running it down. You just killed them all. Very nice. Yeah, we need to just get to this point somehow. And if you have a clean laning phase, you can force yourself to this point. Here we kind of had to they had to int for us to get strong again, right? So also double Zeo is like, same thing with Caitlyn, right? You're gonna do
I was right about to say that.
less damage. So again, if they have no tank, I would for sure go IE Essence, right? Into maybe rapid fire. I would not consider Leona a tank.
Even when I'm behind, it's good to go Essence.
When you're behind, you just lose the game, right? So there's nothing you can do at that point, right? But okay, if they have like a Garen, maybe double Zeo is fine, right? If they have like a super front line, double Zeo makes a lot of sense. So you can kite and use the attack speed to do damage. But what I've been running now is even using lethal tempo, just so I don't have to go double Zeo.
Caitlyn?
Like literally anything but double Zeo, right? Like look, you're very mobile, but if it feels hard for you to output enough damage, it's because at 3 items, double Zeo is not good enough a lot of times, right? Like how many hits you have to put into these guys? Like holy shit. Yeah, I've been experimenting with lethal tempo and double AD items just so I can not run double Zeo. So
yeah,
he's gonna flash, by the way. Oh, if you auto canceled, oh no, never mind. I think you still die.
Yeah,
his Q still goes off, right? Wait, did he have Q?
Yep, he did.
Oh, he had Q. Okay, even if you auto cancel, you still die. Feels bad. But yeah, that's kind of okay. Now you're strong if you have the last whisper in double Zeo. But I think that's the weakness is that you needed 4 items to become very strong.
That's true.
Versus 2 items on the double AD build. 2 item, 3 item. Like kind of power spike and using money wisely. If you need the Phantom Dancer though, maybe you need a kite super hard. This is 2v500 tower. Okay, good, very nice. We don't really see too many teamfighting mistakes. Only 2 times where you're just dying somehow because it's basically just not being safe enough.
It's
in general,
it's a little bit of like the I don't know, the habit that I lost, but it's gotten better lately.
Yeah. Usually if you die, if something happens pre 15 minutes, and that doesn't usually happen, it's like, you took a break or something. Like that happens to me a lot where, oh Jesus. That happens to me a lot where if you take like a long break or something, your laning becomes really shaky, right? The laning habits are really important. Okay. You see how those zillion bombs are just killing you? That's just, it feels bad, dude.
Yeah, so much damage. I think he got pretty fed this game. That's why.
Okay, and then Baron. So yeah, so far I think there's not too much stuff to worry about mid game. All right, the laning is really where if something goes wrong, the mid game is probably where it's going wrong. Right. If there was anything to talk about, oh okay, you should trap yourself there, right? But if there's anything to talk about for out of lane, it's you're trying to hit someone but it's not safe, right?
Yeah,
I think that's what it boils down to. And I think you already know how to work on that. So I'm not too concerned about that. Okay, let's keep going. More team fighting. Sure. It's fine. I hope I hope Gragas has no ulti, right? Woo!
Yeah, now it's a lot of damage because I actually have
the Doms and then another BF.
Yeah.
You can consider yourself strong on double Zeo after the last whisper, I think. So, okay, and this guy's just dead as hell. Nice. Wow, Fizz died. What happened here? I see a Q or something. Nope, that was just bombs.
Yep.
That's actually insane. Fizz picked up a bomb. He's trolling. That's why. I was like, how did he get hit by a bomb? He fucking walked over it. All right, sure. You're doing really good out of lane though. I'm not. It's funny because usually we want it the other way around, right? But the out of lane stuff has been really good. All right, don't worry about out of lane stuff.
Okay.
What about 100% the first 15 minutes of the game, because right now the whole keeping the jungle in your head while you're 2v2ing or considering 2v2 is like you don't have a plan around the jungler essentially. Right?
Yeah.
That's kind of like the first thing we want. Wow, this guy cannot he cannot get away from your trap.
Yeah.
It's actually so funny. If you net forward here, nice try. Nice try. It's really good. Out of lane is totally fine. I have no problems with out of lane. You're like when you're like diamond 2, you're like diamond 2 out of lane, no problem, right? But laning, we can't get out of the laning phase, right? So if you have like any of these losses, go back and rewatch and see what happened in the lane, because I promise you something, at least one thing happened in lane phase, I bet.
These losses are because like AFK people too. They just give up.
Feels bad. Then consider it laning practice, no problem. This is I would dodge this shit, dude, if I were you.
Dude, I've been noticing whenever I have Sona supports, they always just like die a lot in lane.
Dude, don't lane with that, dude. It's really bad. Yeah, they can't do anything. So it's basically laning 1v2. But yeah, I would say 100% keep working on the laning phase. Okay. Here's like the habit I think you should focus on, like hyper focus on, right? Like worry less about the 2v2 and more plan for the jungler first.
Okay.
Like, and that ties in with, you know, what you're already doing. You said you worked on your map awareness, right? So every time you hit a minion, you look at a map, you already know where your jungler is, and then you're aware of where their jungler is. Now play like that's the most important information in the game. And then after that, do the 2v2 idea, right? So you're like, oh, okay, enemy jungle's bot, and then how's our 2v2 situation looking? Oh, we can't 2v3, let's not try and interact, right? We don't want to trade unless we can figure out what's going on. Or your trade is so good that you win 2v3, right? Because let's say, for example, you have a Nami. Let's just pull up like one of these examples here. We have a trading support. Oh, no one plays with trading supports. Okay, yeah, here we go. This is kind of a weak example, but let's say you have like headshot and you have a Janna shield, right? And you're like, oh, I can trade with Tristana, and as long as they don't get hit by bind, this is fine. And then Tristana face tanks the trade and jumps on you, and the enemy Graves comes out. You guys already done.
The reason why I lost this game was because I think it was my fault because I gave Graves like a couple kills early game. Then he
yeah, dude. I promise you, dude. It's always gonna end up like this. Like every time I lose games, it's literally all because of the enemy jungler, right? Like anytime I have like Omega lost, dude, I 100% died to the fucking jungler. Right? Like look at this, he's 7-1-8. Wow, I wonder what happened, right? How about this one? Oh, we gave double kill to Lee Sin. Oh, he ended up 15 kills, right? So it doesn't matter if I have like 1,000,000 damage and I have like great KDA, dude. This is too hard of a game, essentially, right? Oh, I died. Did we lose this game? Wow, I went. Oh, someone AFK'd here, so maybe that's not. I think I died to the jungler here too. Yeah, surprise. I think we died to jungler too, actually. So, you know, anytime you lose, oh, I died to jungler 3 times this game. Yeah, I wonder what happened here, right? So anytime I don't die to the jungler, it's gonna be like you. We just win, right? We totally win every other game other than that, right? Like you win really hard. Like you have the same performances from what I saw, right? It's just we need to make sure laning does not become a disaster. Like look at this, no problems. Okay, maybe you might have died to jungler here. I don't know what happened here, but like no problems, right?
That was just today. Oh, it was because Malphite would just flash ulti me.
Oh, then yeah. Did you die in lane? I hope it doesn't look like it, right?
I don't think I did, no. And then because Malphite just flash ulti and then Yasuo ult and then I'm dead.
Right, it's a little bit more forgivable. I think the laning mistakes, the way the game has kind of evolved, is a lot worse now. Before a few years ago, I feel like a laning mistake wasn't that bad, but now it's like utter disaster essentially. Yeah. So, yeah, make sure keep the first 15 minutes clean. All right, that's the only thing I want you to worry about.
Okay.
Plan around the enemy jungle. Everything you do is based off the enemy jungle. You see your support land a hook, but the enemy jungle is out of vision. You play like the enemy jungle is next to you. So it's not that you can't follow up. It's that make sure you know he's coming out if you follow up. Right.
Yeah. So. Makes sense.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Any questions?
Yes, actually. I had a question about, because it's summer break and I'm taking the summer off to like just basically play League only. And I'm the only other thing I do every day is go to the gym. That's literally it.
That's good.
So I'm basically just like I wake up before I wake up at like 9 a.m. or before 9 a.m. every day, and I play till like 8 or 9 at night. But like I'm just wondering like how much time should I spend actually playing, and how much time should I spend like trying to learn the game and like watch VODs and stuff.
Well, learning the game is like the whole time, like the whole playing. That's like you learning the game essentially. Like when you go into game, that's like you're improving then, right? Like you watch VODs to come up with new things to work on essentially, right?
Yeah.
So like the thing we're doing here, it's like, oh, what do you need to work on next essentially? And then you go into game and you work on that thing until it becomes really good, right?
Yeah.
So you can kind of like check your progress by watching every game. So like after you play, just quickly look at the laning phase and see if you died. And then you're like, oh, did I die or not? And then that would be like, oh, okay, it was good, right?
Yeah.
You did good in terms of your habits, hopefully. Of course, it's not like an exact like, oh, you did good, because we saw sometimes you should have died but you didn't. But for our purposes, it'll be okay for now, right?
Yeah.
And that's kind of like how you will, it's not really like balance your time between playing and learning. It's like all of it is kind of trying to get better, right? The playing is the learning, and the watching VODs is coming up with whatever you think is most important to work on next, right? So does that kind of answer your question?
Yeah, it does. So just basically play all day.
Yeah, go into game knowing what you want to work on. Like the worst is you go into game and you're just playing, right? That's actually the worst.
That's bad.
That's just like you're just playing the game and then it's just like, oh shit, did I work on laning or I don't know, right? And then
that's like when I used to play golf competitively. I like whenever I'd practice like and just like hit balls and like not think of anything, it'd make it worse than like it actually
is. Mindless practice is the worst for sure. So don't do that. All right, you go into game, remember, like come up with the thing you're working on every game or the habit you're working on every game, and that's gonna help you focus on getting better. And then you can just be relaxed about everything else, right? So like let's say a team fight goes wrong, it's like, okay, it's okay, right? My team fight is usually good, I'm not worried. So but the laning phase, like hyper focus, right?
Okay,
something like that.
Sounds good then. I think that's it. Okay, so I just have literally what to work on is just like don't worry about the 2v2, just worry about the 2v3 and like where the enemy jungler is.
Focus on the enemy, like it's not like don't worry about it, but change your priorities, right? Like the jungle is your number one priority, so you don't have a disaster. And then after that, work on the 2v2 stuff, right? I think the things to note for the 2v2 is that they were just aiming you when you guys caught them, right? So like for example, let's say Thresh caught the Lulu, they're both gonna aim you, right? That's the first thing. That's like if there's any 2v2 idea to work on, it's like, oh, make sure you remember the first thing they're gonna do is try and kill you. So make sure your follow-up is kind of robotic. You don't have to think about it. Like trap where the Thresh is gonna flay and then run away from Kaisa and then auto cancel onto the Lulu because she got trapped, right? That's kind of how I would remind myself, right? Make your follow-up automatic so you don't have to worry about it.
All right.
Oh, it looks like you're doing with this Thresh.
Oh yeah, I do it with this Thresh quite a bit lately.
Nice. Yeah, make sure even when he's doing stuff, the first thing you think about is the jungler, right? That's always a spicy one when your support goes in but the enemy jungler is here.
Yeah, that's kind of a disaster.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good.
Any other questions?
No. Okay, I just want to make sure one last time. So it's like I like still worry about the 2v3, but I mean the 2v2, but like mostly be careful about like the 2v3 and like worry about where the jungler is, because like that can end up losing the game if he gets a double kill.
Yeah, you don't care about anything except the jungler right now. I think it's kind of like there is no current habit right now, and I think you just need to make a habit to make sure that you don't fall into this trap, right? Because every time something happened but the jungle was missing, you try to fight anyways. Like that was your first instinct, just to like follow up on the Braum or go for like a headshot or something. But if you had the jungle being here in the back of your head, you'd be like, oh, there's no way this makes sense, right? There's no way we can do this. Yeah, the enemy jungle is here, right? It's all about like consistency, right?
Okay.
So you gotta make sure you consistently can't die to the jungler, even if you might give up. You're like, oh, maybe I could have gotten a headshot and he could have been top. But if you don't know, then you can't even do that, right?
All right, sounds good then.
Alrighty, cool. Then good luck in your games, right? Definitely let me know how things are going, and check your replays to see how the laning phase is going. I think that's a good way to figure out how you do it. So
Okay, sounds good then.
awesome. Yeah, I think if you can, fix this, there is smooth sailing for a while, right?
Okay. All right, sounds good.
Alrighty, good luck in your games. Have a good
You
one,
too.
dude.
Yep,
Have a good
peace.
summer too. Enjoy the summer. Go outside.
Yeah, go outside for like 5 minutes and then back inside.
Yeah.
All right, peace out.
Alright, see ya.